Listen, before we start this video, make sure you like the video, give it a good like, and then make sure you use the timestamps. That way you don't waste any time. Now, at the beginning of the video, I'm going to pretty much explain how I feel and explain what's going on in this video. I've seen videos on YouTube, it's bouncing around, people are just copying and pasting, but I want to kind of guide you guys. So the first part of this video will be me explaining what the actual Clubhouse conversation is, and then the timestamps it'll just jump to what they're talking about. That way you guys are not confused, because a person outside looking in, we really don't know what they're saying. Welcome back to another video, man. So listen, man, Wack100 and Trav, who is affiliated with Jim Jones, has officially got on Clubhouse together. Now, if you guys been following this series, pretty much Wack100, Jim Jones, and Trav have been going back and forth, but they never been on the actual phone together on the Clubhouse app. Now, Trav and Wack100 got together. Now, the actual Clubhouse started off with Wack100 explaining that he really knew Jim Jones, and he says he knows his financial situation, saying that Jim Jones pretty much doesn't have it like a lot of people think. He also says that Jim Jones doesn't have any credentials in the streets. He never did any prison time. So he's pretty much saying that Jim Jones was a rapper. He's been a rapper since a young age with Dipset and things like that. So he can't solidify or actually label Jim Jones as a person that wouldn't snitch because he never did prison time. So long story short, Wack100 is saying, let's say this incident hypothetically happened with Jim Jones. Let's say they pull him in, they say, okay, you're 37 years old, you're caught in this whole web 6ix9ine and Treyway, you're gonna do 10 years unless something happens, meaning snitch. This is what Wack100 is saying. Jim Jones never been to prison. He's being introduced to prison at 37 years old. He probably would tell. That's his explanation, because people were saying, if you knew Jim Jones and you had a relationship with Jim Jones, why would you have a relationship with him if he's not solid? Wack100 is pretty much saying that he's a rapper. They have a relationship because he's a rapper. Then he actually talked about Jim Jones, saying that he gave inside information on how to hit 6ix9ine at a restaurant, how to handle security and things like that. Like I've been saying the whole video, or like I've been saying the whole series, Wack100 was saying that Jim Jones was caught on the WireTap and they will label him as a shot caller. So pretty much telling somebody, don't do this, you should do this, you should do that. He was saying, how come everyone in Treyway got locked up on the same day, but Jim Jones didn't get locked up? And Jim Jones was the same person that was contacting phone calls and things like that with other people. They're labeling him as a shot caller. Why is he not getting locked up if he's having people under him? He's talking to other people. Wack100 pretty much really knows about criminal cases and things like that from what I see as a civilian. If you guys are criminals or anybody that's actually watching this video that knows the inside information about what happens in the courtroom and things like that, if Wack100's information is inaccurate, let me know in the comments below and I will stop saying it. But it looks like he really knows what he's talking about. And this is when Trav enters the building. Now I want to say this, Trav is a interesting character, you guys. He's very angry, he's very animated. Him and Wack100 pretty much met their energy. I hate to say it, but it would probably be good. At the end of the day, it probably will be a great team with Wack100 and Trav. Wack100 has a little bit more experience with certain things as far as the industry. It will be good. Just imagine Wack100 and Trav on the same team, because they're saying the same thing, but saying it a different way, if you really get what I'm saying. Trav is pretty much riding for his dog, Jim Jones. So he gets on and they're talking about it. Now, one thing that really stood out to me is Trav started to talk about Wack100's wife, how he couldn't get it up and things like that. And I got from what Wack said, he was calling Trav a sweet boy. Now, if you guys know what I'm talking about, he was trying to insinuate that he sounds like a sweet boy. But man, Trav, during this whole conversation and on this Clubhouse, I think somebody needs to pull him to the side and be like, yo, bro, chill out. Don't even worry about it. Take the phone from him, because he's talking about, you can kind of tell when somebody's really in the streets and they're doing things. It might slip up on the Clubhouse. So I would suggest, I hope somebody can get in his ear and be like, look, Trav, don't worry about it no more. Just leave it alone, because Trav is definitely a street dude and he's bringing personal information in, and it's only going to end, it's not going to end well. Trav pretty much brings up a phone call. This is the whole point of this Clubhouse. They're going back and forth. Now, Trav says he has a video recording of Wack100, and he's saying that Wack100 allegedly left the tour bus when they came on a promo tour when Meek Mill and the Game were beefing. Wack100 manages the Game, so when they came to New York, Trav pretty much made it hard for him. According to Trav, he said it got so hard for him that Wack100 and his wife left the tour bus and kind of left the Game and them to fend for themselves in New York. Wack100, of course, says it's false. Trav actually plays an audio recording, and I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like Wack100, but we can't say 100%. But listen, man, that's how I feel about it. I feel like, man, this is getting a little bit too real. And it's being recorded. So that's what I keep saying, man. Clubhouse is being recorded. You can't get mad at anybody but yourself for getting on this. We're grown. I'm gonna roll it. Let me know how do you feel about it. I will leave the timestamps in the comments and in the description. Make sure you like the video, share it, Let's get it. I will catch you on the next video when some more information happens. I'm gonna ride this wave until we find out, until people stop talking, because it's kind of bittersweet. It's some good information. It's very entertaining, but then again, it's very serious and very dangerous. Hopefully somebody can pull, you know, these street dudes to the side and let them know this ain't the way. This ain't the way. Because talking is not going to be able to do anything. Wack100 say he's going to see him. I don't want to see that. Trav looks like he's about 160 soaking wet. And Wack100 is like a sumo wrestler compared to him as far as size. So one's going to come to fight and one's not going to come to fight. Or one might come to the fight disguising it as a fight. You get what I'm saying. So listen, man, watch the video. Let me know what you think.
Can't come with the simple-minded, feeble-minded shit with me. Because I'm going to outthink you. Jim, let's talk about this. When Jim comes into the room, let me tell you what Jim does. He turns into the rapper. Yo, I put Harlem on my back, yo. Nobody never said you didn't. I did it like Snoop did Cali. Okay, we hear you. Yo, I'm here to create good music. I never said your music was whack, but he never talked about what the fuck was on the table. And know what y'all do? Y'all like, yeah. Y'all play fans, my nigga. Nah,
Wack.
this
Let me ask
bro.
Wack a question.
Make that nigga talk about how did you duck the conspiracy charge on that motherfucking wiretap. He will not address it. That is a recording that was played, and the federal courts is already on record. That's where the wiretap recording come from. They can't come arrest you for something they already know. The reason why they ain't arrest you, because you already copped the plea and did some shit you weren't supposed to do already. You know they ain't coming for you, my nigga. They played that in the courts. Everybody needs to know this. This ain't no shit that we had and we leaked.
Hey, Wack.
That recording comes from the federal courts doing a federal trial, bro. And the nigga not one time will address it. He trying to change the narrative to everything but that. And y'all don't see it. That's the crazy part.
Hey, I got a question. So if you say 6ix9ine did that over the interview, like wanted
He
to
did,
bring up
bro. I
Jim
didn't
Jones.
let
I
him.
know. I'm just getting my point out, my thought out. So if he did that over the interview, what did you think he was gonna do when you invited him to Clubhouse? You didn't
Bro,
think
he
he was gonna
wasn't.
do the
Listen,
same
I'm gonna
thing?
be real. Listen, he wasn't there. Listen, he wasn't talking about Jim. He didn't start going. He wasn't talking about New York niggas. Period. He was answering questions. But when a few New York niggas came in there and was going at him, talking about you ain't this and you ain't that and you ain't this and you ain't that, he like, okay, we know what I am, but why y'all niggas ignoring this nigga, that nigga, this nigga, and it's documented? He didn't come in there with that. He already had it in his mind. I didn't want him to address that because I stopped him in the interview. He went at Cardi. I stopped him in the interview. You know what I'm saying? So until they came in there going at him about you this, you that, he like, yeah, I know I did that, but you same niggas is talking about you real from New York. This nigga, this nigga, this nigga. So what y'all gonna do with that? Y'all looking the other way. What I'm gonna say, my nigga. And I'm gonna be real. Now I heard the interview. And I'm gonna keep it gangster, my nigga. My own brother, my own blood. When it's foul, my nigga. At that point in time, I cannot protect you because this is really something that's real. I didn't want that kid to show me that shit in the sit-down interview, because then I would have had to go, I'd have had to like, but yeah, nigga, we need to talk about it. I just told you I did some whole ass shit. The nigga tried to show me some shit on what's the man's? He just went to jail a couple months ago. Y'all seen it? He had the paperwork on the phone. I wouldn't look at it. Nah, that nigga in there fighting to hack the case, my nigga. I don't know, my nigga. He had it. He like, yo, what about your man's, nigga? I got the paperwork right here. He told on such and such and such. That man in jail. And me and that man's relationship is bittersweet. Sometimes we cool, sometimes we ain't. So I didn't want to fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? He had it on the phone. I could have sat there and read the shit and called a spade, but I didn't. We all do it, bro. We selective politic and we show favoritism to one side or other for one reason or another. With Jim, I just did a song with this nigga. I'm like, nigga, I don't want to hear this shit. We got a fresh record we just did together. Nigga, we was just together at the video. We talking about doing weed endorsement deals and all kind of shit. We on the jack every other day. Our houses is 12 miles from each other, my nigga. Right? I didn't want to see it. Cause one thing about me, once I see it, my nigga, I come from the old generation. No matter who you are, you gotta be held accountable for that shit, bro. It'll hurt, but it's what it is, homie.
Hey, Wack, I got a question. You said you fuck with Jim Jones, right? That was your man before that shit, right? So, serious question, right? Do you really feel like in his character that he woulda, know what I'm saying, he woulda did some rat shit?
Yeah, let me explain something to you, bro. As a real street nigga, right? What a man accept and endure at 18 to the ages of 25 is totally different from what a man will accept and endure from the ages of 38 to 45. Right? Now walk with me. Uh, Jim Jones, believe it or not, and I keep telling people this, rap music ain't the streets. It just raps about the streets. Right? Jim Jones don't have the credentials, my nigga, for me to give him what you want me to give him. He ain't did no time like that. He don't come from that like that. He just a nigga from Harlem, came up rapping, representing Harlem, started representing the gang in Harlem, and that's what that was. He ain't no nigga that then laid down and walked off 5'10" and did all that. The older that man get, the older any man get, they're more prone to break the motherfucking rules because it's a little different. Giving a nigga 50, 10 years is damn near a life sentence versus giving a nigga 20, 25, 10 years. He can go walk that off. He ain't tripping. So you take a man like Jim Jones, who ain't never did no time, who's an entertainer, and I noticed the lives of entertainers today, it look good, but these niggas is living show by show and bag by bag. 80% of them ain't in position like Chris Brown or Rick Ross or the Lil Waynes, right? Or shit like that, or the Travis Scotts. These niggas look good. The jury they got, they brought 12 years ago. So they still got it. I know niggas, my management team and my financial team handle a lot of these niggas' accounts, bro. A lot of these niggas be fucked up, right? So I understand, nigga, these niggas talking about 15 years. I gotta do 12. Nigga, hell no. I can't sustain that shit. He ain't never been there. Your bag ain't right. Nigga, I'm not, nigga, definitely. Yes. Now, nigga like Wack, right? I'm going back home. I'm just going back to the pen. I'm gonna go back in there. I'm gonna hit the yard. Within the first 10 days, I'm gonna get the keys to the yard, and it's gonna be back to normal like any other motherfucking time I did. I've been doing time all my life. I'm not tripping my family because I don't gotta worry about dropping an album. My residual checks gonna continue to come in. My truck driving businesses, my diaper businesses, my stocks and everything that's in place gonna continue to feed my family. I'm straight. I got identity in the penitentiary like I got one on the streets. It's a fucked up thing to say, but that come with doing time so early and doing so much of it. So when you say a nigga like Jim Jones, all you know about Jim Jones is he's a rapper and what he raps about. But let's look at his fucking credentials when it comes to the streets, my nigga.
Hey, yo,
He
Wack.
ain't he ain't that. A lot
Yo,
of them, Game ain't that. Game ain't never seen the penitentiary, bro. He did 30 days in the county jail, bro. Y'all just believe in the hype. Let's just be real, my nigga.
So it's not character. You basically saying the circumstances.
Yeah, Aisha, these niggas ain't at. Look, man, it's real shit. You got a nigga that ain't never been to the joint. And you tell him at 2021, nigga, you finna take this 8 of this 10, nigga, boom, he more prone to fuck it. But you tell a nigga 40 who ain't never did none of that, who really know that his livelihood and his family livelihood is based on him having to be here. He ain't really financially stable or situated to go be gone like that without losing everything. And he got to go somewhere that he ain't never been and seen. All he done heard of these horrific stories about. Man, look, any nigga a being. This is
so,
why I don't commit crimes or do illegal acts, right? Affront these niggas, around these niggas. Cause I know you talking the talk and walking the walk and tattoos everywhere, but that's just a look. That ain't what's real.
So everybody problem, I guess, is that the fact that it was said, but they're saying there's no paperwork. So
See, here goes the thing, right? And I don't expect a civilian or a motherfucker who ain't never been in the box to understand this shit, right? Um, they hear Wack on the phone. Hey, Fat Joe, yeah, we gonna kill that nigga. All right, whoa. Nigga gonna be over here at the W. When that nigga pull up in the SUV, I'm gonna have a car block him in. Y'all hit him. You know what I'm saying? The security gonna be slipping. They can't boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm on a wiretap. The act is carried out. It's carried out. We see it. The security was hit at Belief Childs. We saw this shit. They reported this shit, right? And the wiretap is played in court. And 8 other niggas around me from my neighborhood is in there for WireTap conspiracies for what they done said on the phone and all this shit. And Wack ain't been to the substation. You ain't gotta have no paperwork to know a motherfucker that did something he ain't supposed to do.
Wack.
Paperwork is only there when you got to get on the
That's a
stand
fact.
and point at a nigga. Because what they'll do is this, right? This is how they work, right? They may know, and I'm just throwing shit out there. Well, these niggas we looking at in Detroit, we see Jim been tied to these niggas. Hey, Jim, check this out. Press play. Nigga, we got your ass. But check it out. We ain't tripping that. What's happening? What you know about these dudes over in Detroit that we hear you talking? Well, you know, I do know this, that. Bro, they give telling happens when they give up information that lead to other shit. You ain't gotta always get on the stand. But what we do know, and any nigga that did any time knows what wiretap conspiracy is, what dry conspiracy is, and what they call phone count
Hey, yo,
conspiracy.
Wack, I got a question. You heard?
Yeah, hold on, give me
Real
a
quick.
second.
Go
Aisha,
ahead.
Uh,
Yeah. Go
let me
ahead.
tell you what it is. If I called you, Aisha, right, and said, hey, look, I don't need to buy about 10 pounds of weed from you. Say, Wack, I don't fuck around. I work at the post office. I let that shit go. But you know what? You can call motherfucking Sierra in the game. Here go her number. And I call Sierra, and Sierra do that deal with me. Aisha, they coming to get you for dry conspiracy because you directed me where to go get it from. 5 to 10,
They
right?
coming to get you if you even there and you don't say
So
nothing.
Yeah, you ain't even got to be there. But if you tell me Sierra got it, here go the phone number, and I call that girl and get that, they coming to get you.
So just to reiterate, just so everybody's understanding and I'm understanding exactly what you're saying, this is what I got from what you said. Basically, you saying that because he was, they was tapped, whether they tapped him or whoever he was talking to, he was tapped, he was heard and recorded saying some illegal shit. You're just gonna leave it there, right?
Well, no,
So
not
once,
saying some illegal shit. He is, listen, he's took, see, this is where he went wrong at. The nigga took the position of shot caller. When that dude, Mel Murder, said, yeah, Shotty called me, we doing this, doing that, and he want me to do this and do that, and Jim say, nah, Mel Murder, you don't do shit. You let that nigga do this and do that, and you fall back at this, that. At that point in time, they're gonna put you in a position of shot caller.
Hey, yo,
That
I'm
now it's
here.
really fucked
Hey,
up,
Hey,
Trav
yo,
right?
I'm
on
here.
stage.
Listen,
I'm
now,
here.
now now it's really fucked up, right? So then when you start saying what needs to happen, this gotta happen, this need to happen to security, and this, and them niggas ain't got no fire because of this, and then okay, cool, and then something's really see if it wouldn't have been carried out, that's one thing. It's still a conspiracy. It's a attempted conspiracy. But the fact that it was carried out, they got you, whether you there or not. They created this shit for the Italian mafia because these niggas is calling hits, but they ain't the one doing the hit. So if they can prove that you the one that sent the hit or orchestrated the hit, that's where the RICO come from.
All right, hey,
You ain't got to
hey,
be the one
hey,
pull the
hey,
trigger.
hey, Wack, hey, Wack, hey, yo, Wack. You was just in New York at Jim's album signing.
Hey, bro, wait, hold on. Before you come in here, what the fuck did I just tell everybody, Aisha?
Oh, well, I probably missed it. You probably
What did I
did.
just
Oh,
tell everybody?
hey, yo, listen, I
he
probably missed
said,
it.
no,
I
Trav, you
probably
wasn't
missed
here.
it. Hey, listen. I ain't trying to have no debate. Hey, listen, Wack. You got the lines, homie. Like the things you doing,
Hey,
I
bro,
can't.
what did I
Listen,
say? Trav,
I'm
you
gonna tell you
missing
what
it,
you said. I'm
homie?
gonna tell you what you said. I'm gonna tell you what you
That's
said.
my whole
I'm
point. I
I'm gonna tell
told
you
the
what you
nigga,
said, bro. I'm gonna tell you
hey,
what you said.
bro,
Just
I
listen.
didn't
Just
text
listen.
that
Just
nigga,
listen.
called that
Just
nigga.
listen. Hey, yo, bro, you went and did it. You got a video. I seen it. Right? You got a video with your face in the camera. You saying, Jim, what's up with that case in Virginia? Jim doesn't have a case in
Hey,
Virginia.
yo,
He
Trav,
had
that came
listen,
after
bro,
what? Hey,
bro,
wait,
just
wait, wait, wait.
listen.
See, I
Listen,
don't like
homie.
when you niggas
You
put shit
yo,
out of
listen,
order.
this is what you
That
doing, bro.
came after he went and did the Mel Murder
Hey yo,
bullshit.
hey yo,
Wait,
listen,
wait,
but
wait.
yo, Wack,
Keep
you
it in
actually
order, my
know
nigga.
niggas, homie. You actually know niggas, gangster, like you know niggas, homie. Yo, bro,
Hey,
you
Trav, I'm not
turning
even
into
finna
a
have this
reporter,
discussion
bro.
with you because I'm gonna keep it real with no disrespect. I don't know how they see you. I saw you get fucked over by 50 Cent. You got a lot of
You
unfinished
seeing
business
me
out
get
there.
fucked up
I
about
don't
50
respect
Cent?
your
Hey yo, so
gangster
Wack,
dog.
why was you
Cause
following me?
I
Hey
saw
Wack, why
you
was
get,
you
hey,
following me
when I
on
was getting
IG?
into it with
And why
Meek,
did you
I told
call?
you,
Why
man,
did
you
you
could have
call
got
K
out.
Slay?
You
Why
didn't
did
want
you
that
call K
fade.
Slay when I was outside Lust that
Hey,
night?
bro, listen to me, bro.
We
When
could
I
we could
pulled
we could
up,
have we
that
could have
wait,
had
wait,
that
hold on. Let's
conversation
keep it
3 years
real.
ago.
You
You could have
niggas
seen
told
what kind of
me,
nigga I was
you
3 years
niggas
ago
told me,
when
hold
you was in
on,
the city,
we
bro.
can't come to a club in Brooklyn. I
Who?
pulled up at that motherfucker.
Oh
It was
my
20 of you niggas.
gosh,
You
man.
wasn't?
Yo, Wack. Hey, yo, Wack. You know
Am
what
I
you doing?
right?
You
Cause
know
I
what
can
you
pull
doing, Wack?
special on here
Hey,
right
Wack,
now,
Wack.
my
Hey,
nigga.
yo, Wack. You know what you doing? Yo, Wack, you doing this shit that
Trav, I don't respect
Hey,
you.
yo,
You done
Wack, this
got
is what you
fucked
doing.
up
You
and
doing
hands
this shit
put
that
on you, my
you
nigga.
see
Yo,
when my
y'all
Me and
man
you
not
J
ain't
gonna
the
Rock knocked
same.
you
understand
out?
each other
You
by
see when J
talking
Rock
over each
knocked
other.
you out? You
Trav,
doing this
I
shit that
never
if it's
been
not
knocked
on
out, my
camera,
nigga, in my
it didn't
life.
happen. You
I have
police,
never been
nigga.
knocked out
You
in my life,
police, and
my
you
nigga.
trying to be a
I
cyberbully.
got
That's what you trying to
100,000 if
do.
a nigga could produce any
Hey,
photo
yo,
of Wack
listen,
ever
you ain't
touching the
gotta produce it.
concrete.
My man put his hands on you, nigga. You know
Never,
this, and you're fronting for the
never.
world. You're supposed to be an OG. Just
Trav,
say
was you
it.
there?
Just say it.
Let me
Just
ask
say
you a
it.
question. Was you there?
You know I pulled
I
up,
don't
nigga. You
respect
know
your
I just
gangster. You
pulled
done
up.
got
Hey,
marked
yo, Wack,
out.
you was following me
50
on the
Cent is a
gram.
New York
You knew I
nigga
came to
that
that
have,
party
hey,
when you
let me
got
tell you
knocked
the
out.
niggas that
Yo,
fucked you
Wack.
up. Let me
Hey,
give you
Wack.
their name.
Hey, Wack. Hey,
No, no,
Wack.
no, hold on, bro.
Hey, yo, Wack.
Hey,
You knew I
BF
was there
Hove
at that
and
party that you
Mikey
got knocked
Fingers.
out. Hey, yo,
Wait,
Wack.
BF
You knew
Hove
I
and
was
Mikey
outside
Fingers
busting. Hey, yo, Wack.
fucked
Is
you
that
up
not
at the
you?
stage
Hey,
at
Wack.
the.
Is that not you on that YouTube copping the plea when you knew niggas was outside the fucking bus? Stop fronting, you bitch
Copping
ass
the
old
plea
nigga.
where?
Stop fronting, you bitch
I
ass
ain't
old
never
nigga.
copped the plea.
3 years ago, nigga.
I
You
never
forgot?
copped the
Yo,
plea with
bro,
no
somebody
nigga.
play. I, be quiet, be
Hey,
quiet.
Trav,
All
I
right,
will,
cool, good,
Trav,
good. Be
listen.
quiet. Don't say
Trav,
nothing.
next
Is
time
this
you
not
out
your
here,
voice?
listen.
Is this not
Next
you
time
copping
you
out?
out here with
Is
your
this
man
not
Slow
you
Buck,
saying I put my wife on the
next time
pause?
you at the
And
studio over there in Burbank, listen to me, bro.
whatever
Listen,
Hey,
happens to
we
next
me.
not
time you
gonna
at the
get
Hey, yo,
studio in
is
nowhere.
this not
Burbank,
Hey, we're
you,
not
nigga?
call
giving
me
niggas
and
locations up.
Hey, yo,
Hold on. I had to mute both of y'all because we not gonna get nowhere with both of y'all screaming at each other. I understand both of
hey,
y'all
yo,
mad as
listen
shit,
what I'm
nah, this
saying, nigga.
nigga coming
Listen
in
what I'm
but
hollering.
saying.
I
Listen
don't
what I'm saying.
respect
Y'all
blood because
got
he
an
done
we
old
got
nigga
fucked
being a
up by 50
reporter.
now.
He's being a fucking reporter, you fucking old bitch. Nobody know you for
Okay,
nothing.
well, next time you out here,
I never
bro,
seen you with
at the
Junior Knowledge
studio
going
with
on.
Thug and
I
them,
never
call
seen you.
me.
Nigga,
We
you would have
put
knew
up,
me,
and
nigga. You
we
would have
get
knew.
out.
If you was around
We
when
can't
Junior
do
Knowledge
nothing
was
on
going around,
Clubhouse,
you
bro.
would have
Let's
fucking knew
have an
me, old bitch.
understanding
You would have
that when
old
you
on
come
my
out
God.
here,
You
we
would have
gonna
knew.
get
Your
out,
old
bro.
bitch ass would have knew me, bro.
Okay,
You
well,
listen.
can we have an understanding that when
Hey,
you
yo,
come
listen.
back
Hey, yo,
out
Wack.
here
Hey, yo, Wack.
and go to
Hey,
the
yo, Wack.
studio over there with
Wack.
Thug, and then
Yo,
we gonna get out?
Wack. You got
I
business
don't
in
want to
New York.
talk no more.
Hey, yo, Wack.
Because
You
I
got
can't
business in
kill a
New York,
nigga through
bro. You
Clubhouse,
signed the
bro.
E1. You
yeah,
signed
But
the
I
E1,
got
right?
we
hands,
not
my
You
gonna
nigga.
signed
get
the E1,
nowhere.
I'm
right?
putting shit to bed.
Hey, yo, Wack.
I'm
You
not
signed the
signed to
E1, right?
E1, nigga. What do you
All
mean
right, cool.
signed to E1?
Come do your business at the Jersey office, man. That's
What
it.
you
We ain't
mean
gotta
I'm
do what's
signed to
rapping.
E1,
We
nigga?
don't got. You got business with Allen Grumlock, nigga. Come do your business, bro. We ain't gotta do this shit. Don't
Hey,
fucking
bro, you knew
WWF.
E1 don't
Come
even
do your
exist.
fucking business,
Hey,
you
bro,
old
I
bitch.
live. Jim
I'ma
Jones
show
know
you,
where I
nigga.
live at. I'll be
I'ma
out
show
there in
you
a
when I'm
Hello?
week.
off here.
I will be out there in a week, bro. That's Times Square. We can go to Brooklyn, to Sugar Hill over there, and we can get out.
Yeah, all right, cool.
You
Listen, all
niggas
right,
ain't
cool,
that
bro.
strong. You think I ain't got a
Hey,
Yo,
this
case,
is the
Wack,
nigga?
I'm
problem.
not gonna
Just
argue
We
like
with you,
not
I
but
gonna
Wack.
went
get
to the
Hey,
nowhere
yo,
club
Wack,
by
that
listen.
y'all
night.
Wack,
Sugar
hey,
Hill is
Wack.
arguing,
not in
bro.
You're
Brooklyn.
not a
Y'all
gangster,
just
Hold
bro.
on,
arguing
bro.
this
Just
shit
spit
Just
that
and
like
ain't
bag
getting
narrative.
bullshit.
nowhere.
That's
Just
not
like
what
I
real
went to
niggas
the
do.
club that
Hey,
That's
night,
not
hey,
what real
and you
niggas
niggas
do.
didn't do nothing.
That's not what
I'ma
real
Yo,
come
niggas.
y'all
on
gotta
You
back
talking
speak
over
about
one
there.
at a
somebody?
time, y'all.
Hey,
Y'all can't
hey,
talk over each
hey,
other
Hey,
like
look,
chill
that.
out,
Y'all
bro.
man.
got
Hey,
to
Chill out,
listen.
bro.
I ain't here to do the holler. Whenever
yeah,
you,
we
whatever,
not
we
gonna
gonna
get
get
Hey, yo,
out. That's
Wack.
nowhere.
it.
We
Hey,
not
Wack.
gonna
You
get
got business
nowhere.
in New York, my nigga.
That's
You
it.
signed
But
with
I want to get
E1.
out with
You
Jim
just was
first,
at.
though.
You just was at Jim's
I want
album
to get
release.
out with Jim first.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna have Jim fuck you up. Listen, hey, yo,
Oh,
Wack.
leave it
Hey, yo, Wack,
alone,
listen.
bro.
Hey, yo, Wack. If you and
We
Jim shoot
ain't
the
never
one-on-one.
seen
Hey,
you
yo,
win
Wack,
the
listen.
fight.
Hey, yo, Wack,
Everything we
listen.
seen
Just
happen to
listen.
you, you got
Hey, yo,
fucked
Jim.
up.
Yo, listen, listen,
50
listen.
them
Yo, Wack,
marked your
listen.
ass out,
Wait,
Trav, and you
Wack.
know it,
Hey,
bro.
Wack, you know 50. Yo, Wack, you tell the
Nigga
truth,
on
bro. You
Pine
fronting.
Rui
You
marked your
front.
ass
Hey,
out.
Hey,
yo,
could we
Wack,
have a conversation? Could we have a conversation?
Hey, yo, Wack, even niggas in.
Hey, look, I'm
Listen, we ain't
done
gonna say
talking
too
to
much.
this nigga,
Wack,
man.
even niggas in Black
We
Wall
got to
Street know me
understand that
very
what
well,
we
bro.
doing
You
ain't
know,
nothing to
stop
talk
playing, man.
about.
Stop playing
We
around,
got
man. You know me, man. You know how niggas. You heard these stories. You
look,
fucking hoe.
you went
Bro,
to
stop
screaming, man.
fronting, bro.
My
Stop
understanding is
fronting,
we
man.
gonna
You
get
said
out.
you really
I'm
mad because your
done
wife be
with it.
getting fucked and you can't get your dick hard. She told niggas, nigga. That's why you really out here angry at the
What?
world. Your wife getting fucked, nigga. You know what's up, nigga.
Wow.
Stop fronting. You out. You
All right,
on
I
this
got you, my
application
nigga.
fronting for the world.
Hello?
You fronting. I'ma
I
expose you.
got you, my
I'ma
nigga. Hey,
expose you.
Hello?
Fuck
I
out of
got
here,
you.
nigga.
You win all that.
Fuck
You don't
out of
know
here,
my wife,
nigga.
nigga. I ain't worried about that. You
Fuck
ain't
out of
never
here. That's
talked
why
to
you
my
so
wife a
angry at
day
the
in your
world.
life.
You acting like you want to shoot the one-on-one with everybody, right? I got you, my nigga. Don't say
Go.
nothing.
Everybody
I
know
told
Wack
you
gonna
what it
get
was.
out.
Hey, Wack, you wrote me a
One thing
3-paragraph.
everybody knows,
Hey,
I'm
Wack,
gonna
you
get
wrote
out.
me a 3-page paragraph, bro. Tell the people. Tell the people you wrote me a 3-page paragraph. On Paru. Say it, you bitch-ass nigga. Say it, man.
Hey,
You
bro,
front
you,
for the scrimmage. Yo,
I
yo, I
hope you
can't do this,
connected
bro.
a blow with your
Yo, bro, you
screaming.
see this old nigga? These
When
the
we see
manipulation
each other,
games they play.
when we
It's
see
the
each other,
manipulation game. These
we
niggas
gonna
not in the
get out.
jungle. This nigga not in the jungle.
Now let me
I'm gonna
ask
make
you
Jim
why
fuck him
Jim
up.
ain't in
Jim gotta
jail
fuck him
for
up.
the
Yo, Jim
conspiracy.
gotta.
Maybe
Yo,
you
where Jim
know.
at? I'm about to call Jim right now. Where my other
Or
phone?
was you with him on the case?
Listen, Wack. It's all good, bro. Listen,
Hey,
you
bro,
and
we
Jim
already
gotta,
got
you and Jim
understanding,
gotta
my
get in
nigga.
the
Let's keep
bathroom,
it
bro.
gangster.
You and Jim gotta
We
get in the
gotta
bathroom, bro.
understand it. Why
Hey,
you
yo, Wack,
screaming?
Hey, let me
Wack,
say
Wack. All right,
something.
cool.
Hey, let me
Hey,
say
we
Yo,
something,
Wack.
gotta
Trav.
understand it.
Hey,
Why you
Trav, let me
screaming,
say
my
something.
All
nigga?
right, cool.
Let me say something real
We
quick.
gonna
Let me
get
say
out,
something.
and that's
Let me say
it.
something. Let
All
me
right,
say
cool. All
something.
right,
But
cool.
do
I
we gotta
respect that,
take
I'm
bro.
it there
putting
though?
shit
I
to
respect that.
bed.
We don't
I
gotta
ain't
talk about.
tripping, my
Hey, Wack.
nigga.
Hey, Wack.
Yeah,
Right. We
yeah.
come
Let's
to
Bro,
take it
agreement.
there
We don't
though.
gotta
we
talk about it
got
no more.
we
You said
gonna
we gonna
get
get down.
out.
Like,
All right,
you
cool.
know, we gotta take it there. Like
All right,
we could
cool.
just have a conversation. You
Hey,
know,
bro, I
No,
was
and then
having a conversation. Your man
But
came
we
y'all
in
had
here
our
both keep
rant.
on
conversation. He said it.
screaming.
He
Hold on,
agreed.
hold on,
He
Trav,
agreed.
Trav, Trav,
Hey,
Trav,
Yo,
you
Trav,
come
Trav.
in here rant,
we're
my
not on the
nigga.
phone.
Hold on, hold
Get
on, hold
Jim
on,
on
hold
the
on, hold on,
phone.
hold on,
Get
hold
my
on, hold
other
on.
phone.
Y'all both
He's playing
screaming
with
like we could.
Rocco.
Nah,
He
your
think
man.
it's
Hey,
with
don't
Jim.
say both.
He
I
just
don't
it's
like
with
that
Jim,
shit.
bro.
Call a spade, my nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
Yo,
listen, Wack. Hey,
everybody
Wack.
just calm down and
Bro,
have a
dude,
Hey,
hey,
Wack.
look,
conversation.
It's
me and you
cool.
ain't gotta keep talking for what we
I
gotta
told you
understand. We
that.
gonna
I
get
told you
out.
that.
But we don't even
Homie,
gotta
we gonna
take
get
it
out. I'm
there.
cool with that.
All right, cool, bro. So
We
listen.
don't even
Hey,
gotta
look.
take it
Hey,
When
Wack.
there
you
though.
come
Facts,
out
Like,
of
they
here,
we,
bro, and
talking.
hook up with
They
XO
talking
now,
now. They talking.
call me, dog. It's gonna
Hey,
be a
yo,
head
listen.
up,
Hey, yo,
my
look.
nigga.
Hey, yo, look. I pull up wherever you need me.
Hey,
You gonna
bro,
do
it's
better.
all it's gonna be is a
Hey, yo, I
head
done
up of
been on
my word, my nigga.
97. I go right
Hey,
to
bro, I
next
know
month.
everywhere you be. Don't trip. We
All
gonna
right,
get out,
cool. The
my
same,
word.
vice
This
versa,
ain't, I'm
baby.
not on no other
Vice
shit.
versa. Vice versa.
I
So
done
all I'm
already
and we
saying
told
is,
both
all my
know that.
hey,
We
bro,
people.
know
all
that.
I'm
We
Hey,
know
saying is,
that.
listen,
hey, bro,
bro.
listen, you
We
can't
gonna
play the
get out. Why
manipulation
you
game
keep
with me. You're
screaming?
not even from LA, bro. You can't play that game with
Okay,
me.
all that's
I've
cool.
been getting too much money. You
All
cannot
that's
play the
cool, my
manipulation
nigga.
game with me. You could do that with
Hey,
them. You're
look,
not
look,
from
look,
LA.
look, look. Hey, see, look, look. I love both of y'all
You
niggas, but
don't
we
call
can't
no
keep on
fucking
doing
shots in
that,
LA. You're
Trav.
fronting for the public.
Like we
You
can't
live in
keep
the
Y'all
on
do
doing
valley,
know
this.
nigga.
Let's have a
Stop
Pacoima is
playing,
a
nigga.
community
conversation.
in LA, right?
Let's
Pacoima
have a
is in a
wait.
city.
I'm sorry,
Hey,
Keita.
yo,
I'm
listen.
sorry, Keita. I just want to keep all the ladies
Yo,
out and
listen.
let them talk. Hold on,
Hey,
Trav.
yo,
Hold on,
listen.
Trav, real quick. Look, I
Get
want
Jim on
y'all
the
to have a
phone, bro.
conversation because they don't got to be in the streets. You
Get
feel
Jim
me?
on the
We
phone.
could
Get
just
Jim
end
on the
this
phone.
shit
Bro,
here.
who calls? It's cool. He already agreed. I'm making Jim fuck him up. He got him and Jim got the same deal. He could go to his office at Allen Grumblock and we could just meet like men. He gotta get it
All
off of
right.
that,
So
bro.
do it gotta go there? You feel like it gotta go there, Trav? Like you
Hey, yo,
feel
bro,
like
we
it
were talking
can't
about
go no
niggas got
other way?
kids. Niggas got kids. He's on there, made a lie and said Jim got a case in Virginia. What happened to that case? This is what he put out there,
So
bro.
don't
Y'all
you
not
feel
seeing
like?
this? It's
So
a
do you
lie.
feel, yo, Trav? Do you feel like if Wack could prove what he
Yo, bro,
talking about correct?
If Wack prove it, I wouldn't fuck with Jim. I'm a real nigga. If my man is a rat,
All
my
right.
man
So
got
look,
any kind of thing, I'm not fucking with him, nigga.
all right.
That's just
So
what I come from, nigga.
all right. So look, so Wack
The fuck
then,
you talking about? That
all
brother
right.
shit out the way. Nigga, I
Hey
don't fuck
Wack,
with families for
all
family
right.
reunion, nigga.
All
You
right,
break the
Trav.
code,
All
you
right,
break the
Trav. Now
code.
hold on,
He
Trav.
know
Now
how it
Trav.
go.
Hold on, Trav. Hold on, gang. Wack, do you feel like you could prove that what Jim don't that he did some shaky shit? Do you feel like you could prove it, Wack?
Nah, he can't, cause he ain't Jim Jones.
No, I said, could you prove
No,
it, like
could
with
you
paperwork
prove
or
it?
something like
Could
that?
you prove it, Wack? It's
Trav,
the
hold
I
same
on,
bet
shit
you
you
Trav.
he ain't
said
gonna
Jim
talk
got
about
killed
that
over, bro.
wiretap.
Trav,
Hold on,
hold
I'm
on,
gonna mute my
Trav.
shit.
Do you feel like you
Yeah,
could prove
say
it?
that energy for the squabble, dog.
Wack, cause
Bottle
they don't
that
even
up. You
gotta
gonna
go
need
there.
that, my nigga.
It
I'ma
don't even gotta
bed you.
go
I'm gonna
there. It
break
don't even
for
gotta
show,
go
for
there,
show.
Wack.
I ain't tripping.
It
I'm
don't
not a
even gotta
rapper,
go
a
there,
roadie,
Wack.
none of that. But I'm with that squabble
All
on
right,
Power Road.
all right, cool.
And you
Hey,
need to
But
Wack,
calm down,
but
bro,
it
because
don't
you
I
even
keep
got
gotta
you,
telling
go
bro.
there.
me
This is
who
what
Finish
we
your
I ain't.
saying.
statement.
And my
Yo,
little
Wack,
homies
finish
gonna
your
hear
statement.
this shit and it's gonna
Wack,
go
it don't
somewhere.
even gotta
Calm
go there,
down,
Wack.
All
This
bro.
right,
is what I'm
cool.
saying.
Finish your
It
We
don't
gonna
statement,
gotta
then.
keep it with
go
me
there.
and
It
you.
don't gotta go there.
Ain't
This
no
shit could
nigga in the
just
world gonna believe you to say Wack ain't who he is out here, my nigga.
That's
Cause
the
if I
same.
wasn't,
That's the
I
same
wouldn't be
way for New
moving the
York City,
way
bro. You can't get on no
you
platform saying
sound
niggas
right.
jump me on no stand
But
McGann
look,
stage.
I know
All the
who
made
you
up
ain't.
stories. You can't do that. You can't play
I know
manipulation
who
games
you
in New
ain't
York City.
though.
It's a
hey,
real
You
jungle
listen,
gotta
there,
wait for niggas to pull up.
gotta be like that though.
You
Cause we can
hang
just have
with
a
niggas.
conversation and it
Wack
can be
run
laid
his
Don't you
down.
hang
shit,
with
You know
bro.
niggas?
what I'm saying?
Aren't you Cash Money West? Aren't you
I don't
Death
hang with
Row?
no niggas.
Aren't you?
The
Didn't you name
West.
all these things?
That
Shut the
is
fuck
the
up, you
West.
bitch.
Say
You
it
a
again.
manipulator. You a
Cash
fucking
Money
contradictor,
West.
man. That's what's
You know
happening.
who run
You're
Cash
trying to
Money
make the
West?
narrative.
Wack
Yo, Wack, you
100.
can't. Yo, Wack 100. You
Listen,
can't
listen.
play
This
this
is the
game with me, bro.
The
problem. Y'all
I'm
fuck?
not even
telling you,
hearing
bro.
each
I
other. Gang,
promise you
hold
that.
on, hold
You
on, hold
can't
on,
play this
Trav.
game
Hold
with
on,
me,
Trav.
bro. You
Yo,
can't
Hey,
play
y'all,
this
bro.
y'all
game.
not
Hey,
hearing each
bro.
other.
You a
You
real
try to.
sweet
One more,
dude,
man.
my
Hold on,
nigga.
All
hold on,
right,
hold on,
cool.
You
hold
a
on,
I
hold
real
on.
promise
sweet
you.
dude. You a
Hey,
Hey, yo,
real
hey,
funny.
listen,
You
yo, Wack,
sweet. No,
yo, Wack.
I
Hey, Wack.
hate muting y'all. I just want y'all to listen to me because y'all not even hearing each other. Y'all just talking over each other. What I'm saying is It don't even gotta be, oh, we
Hey,
could link
bro, that
here and
nigga
link
ain't
there.
Jim Jones
You
though. He
feel
putting
me?
Hey,
himself
yo,
in something
Wack,
ain't got nothing to
Wack,
do with him.
Wack, Wack. How many
He
times you
not
stuck up?
Jim
How
Jones.
many times you stuck up for game, nigga?
He not Jim
Until you called the
Jones.
phone saying, I'm getting off the bus. I'm not riding with niggas that's not listening to me. Now, if Jim did something foul, nigga, I wouldn't be sticking up for my
Hey,
man. But
listen, let Jim.
unfortunately,
Hey,
you're lying
listen.
on my man, nigga.
Hey,
I
didn't you
can't
just
go
tell him
for it.
I was
I
at Jim
watch you lie
listening
on me.
party?
I can't go for it.
Jim
This is
don't
the
need
things
you
you're
to
doing,
speak up
nigga.
for him. You under Jim. You a
I'm
little
not
nigga
under
to him.
nobody, nigga. You ain't listen.
Yes, you
You
under
must not be.
Jim, me.
That's why you
You under
stupid and
about 10
old. You're not
artists
from
for the
here, stupid.
VIP
You're
pass,
not
my
from
nigga.
here,
Hey, I'm
stupid.
clearing the
You're not.
stage.
You're
All
not
right, bro.
from here,
All
bro.
right. Hey,
That's your
bro.
problem.
Hey,
You
listen.
where you're
We
from,
gonna
where
get
you're
out,
from,
bro.
the
It's too much
OGs, y'all
energy.
old niggas think cause y'all old, y'all call a
Hey,
shot.
dog,
That's
I'm
not how it
44
goes,
years
bro.
old. How old is you, my nigga?
Hey yo, that's your listen, OG, let
How
me
old are
say,
you? Cause
hey
I
yo,
don't
listen,
feel old, my
hey yo,
nigga.
listen,
I'm
listen,
still putting
listen.
shit to bed,
Hey yo,
my nigga.